destroyed only with the weapon of truth. Truth. Only. Nigeria is crumbling into pieces. Because Nigeria is a bundle of lies. A bundle of lies and illusion. That is why they make you believe that they are there for you. Nigeria is there for you. Whereas Nigeria presidential candidates, they are talking to London more than they are talking to Nigerians. It's incomprehensible. You never see Indian presidential candidates going to Chatham House in order to talk, to explain. What are you explaining to London, to English people? What? Are you going to be their president? You know, Hamza Mustafa, in his revelations, he said something. He said, Nigerians are really naive or ignorant. They don't ask questions and say, why? Why is it that Nigerian presidential candidates, they go to Chatham House, they go to the British Parliament, they go to number 10 Downing Street in order to talk? What are you doing there? It shows you that Nigeria is independent. It's just a pack of illusion. An illusion made up by Britain. So every presidential candidate has to go to London in order to convince the makers of this illusion that he's going to represent their interests much more than they want. So they are doing competition. That is why they are going to Chatham House. They are going to London in order to look, Nigerian elections. People in diaspora don't even there is no space for people in diaspora to vote. Nigerians in diaspora I'm talking about, to vote. They don't have that. There is no space for that. Nigerians in the diaspora, millions of Nigerians in diaspora, they don't vote. In London, Nigerians don't vote for Nigerian election, unlike many other countries. But Nigerian presidential candidates used to shuttle United Kingdom, go to Chatham House to convince the English slave masters that they are going to do something for their interests. Does it make sense? Do you see why I look down on Nigerian intellectuals? I say it on air. And when you look at so-called intellectuals, how they reason, they are only, professionals in their fields. I used to say it. Being a PhD holder doesn't make you to have common sense or to develop it. That is what I observe. Personally, I have observed it. You can be an engineer, a professional, very good at that, a doctor, very good at medical doctor, so no problem. I've done that because that is your line. But having common sense is not something you get from how bagging 10 PhDs. No. Why people don't ask? Why is it that Nigerian presidential candidates, they are vying to be president of Nigeria, right? For Nigerians, right? Then why are they shuttling every time? Oh, this one they went to, this one went to. They are doing their debate in London. Oh, G5 governors and other political candidates, presidential candidate, Nigerian presidential candidate, they met in London in order to discuss to chat away, discuss on how to rule Nigerians in London. They are discussing it in London. After we are crying about the Berlin conference that they stayed in Berlin and shared the Africans into pieces, without African consent. But you don't know that they are doing worse today. I don't know whether I'm communicating. These are things that we want the so-called intellectuals to be raising up in Nigeria. What pains me most, or can I say funny enough, the same Nigerians will be clamoring for equality. in London. Why are you threatening me? Like, hey, it's my right. Is it because I'm a black person? Yes, you are because you're a black person. You are because you're Nigerian. Because you are the product of British creation. That is a simple answer. He said you're a toy. So why are you clamoring for rights? Whereas presidential candidates of Nigeria that is going to be in Asorok, Nigeria. Nigeria. Every time where they are going to discuss is in London. They are talking to British parliaments, going to down the streets, having secret meetings, coming to Chatham House in order to discuss their policies that they are going to use on Nigerians in Nigeria. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense at all? You know, if do not complain if we insult Nigerians here, please. Don't ever complain, because we are not worthy to be an equal human being. How many times have presidential candidate of other countries, let's say Italy, when they were prime ministerial candidates, they came to any African country to discuss, to have meeting? What about British prime ministers, the candidates, when they were campaigning? Do they come to Nigeria to have meetings, to talk in Asorok or in Lagos, have meetings? Now, what is the basis of your equality? It's a question, a rhetorical question you should be answering as you are hearing my voice. You know, we IPOB, we are not afraid of even insulting our stupidity. That is the difference between IPOB and others. We are not afraid. We are not afraid because we have been stupid enough, and that is why we are here for a change. It starts from your brain, the frontal lobe. You understand me? You don't think, you don't reason why. Okay, Nigerian presidential candidates, all they do is every time they go, they shuttle to London in order to discuss plan how they are going to rule Nigerians in Nigeria. Can't you think? Don't you see that they are making the same Berlin conference? They go there, they plan with the white slave masters, and now anything they come, they put, now you start clapping. Hey, Jagaban, hey, Atiku, hey, P2B, are you not stupid? Are you not the most hopeless human being? Whatever that is befalling on you, you merit it. Because if you don't merit it, you have to rise up. Stand up and fight. That is what you are doing. Stand up and fight. Do you understand me? This world is a world where you fight for everything. Before you come out from your mother's womb, you fought. Before you even become a fetus, a human being in the womb, you fought. It is a world of fighting. Do you understand me? It's a world of fighting. If you don't fight, you think that others will fight for you. You are gone. You are gone. You know? You are gone. Everything in this world is fight. You fight for it. You don't lament and get it. You don't ever complain and you get it. No, you fight for it. If Nigerians can rise up at least and say, yeah, to hell with all these politicians. What are you doing in London all the time? And you are going there to make policies to convince. What are you trying to do there in order to come to us, in order to rule us, be on top of us? But we Nigerians react, no. They cannot, because they are dead bodies. They are what? Dead bodies. Reviving them is not easy. It's not easy, but we continue. It's a very tedious procedure. That is why we Biafrans, we are going. All we want is a referendum for us to go home. Now, I want to talk about what is going on just as a preamble before I move on. You know, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been released by a competent court of jurisdiction. Listen attentively. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, though he is still in the DSS dungeon, but under the law he is being released. He is a free person. Since the 13th day of October 2022, our leader has been released. Do you understand me? But because of the lawlessness in Nigeria, you know, because of the lawlessness in Nigeria, they are still holding him since over 3 months. And let me tell you what they are trying to do. They want to change the narrative. They want to change the narrative. IPOB is always clamoring for our leaders' release, publicly and privately, diplomatically, anyhow. You know, our leader, when our late Mazi, our father, Mazi Mbazulike Amechi, when he was alive, he personally, even on which as an elder he was, he went to Asorok and begged. That time, no judgment yet on our leader. He pleaded to the impost or anybody in Asorok that our leader should be released to him, at least as a gesture, before he dies. And do you know what Asorok said? That no, they cannot talk about something that is already in the court, Nigerian competent courts, that they should deal with it in a judicial manner as it has been going. That it is for the courts to take decision. If the courts, any decision the court takes, that Nigerian government say they will abide by it, so no need of interrupting court procedure. Okay. IPO will say okay. So let us go to court. Let us continue with the court. And in many occasions, there were victory. Finally, the appeal court, the Nigerian appeal court, declared that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty, should be discharged and acquitted. And not only that, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should never be tried in any Nigerian court again. Do you understand? Now, the Nigerian government that say, okay, we will, don't worry, you know, you hold them like this, they go the other way. Let Mbazulika Amechi said, don't worry, please, don't go through court procedure. Let us discuss, negotiate this thing. Give me my son, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release him for me as a gesture. And the Nigerian government said, no, let us continue the court. So he's already on court. That anything that the court does is okay, because he's a Nigerian. You know, in order to show that Nigeria is a country that goes on judicial process, normal procedure. Now that our leader inside the Nigerian court has been discharged and acquitted, the same Asorok said no, they are holding him. They give this excuse, they give that excuse. And today, shamelessly, Igbo politicians are on it. Let me tell you what they want to do. Ojo Kanu, first of all, say something. Release Mazi Nnamdi. I can under bail. Under bail, I will guarantee. Don't worry. And we kept quiet. The other day also, whether 2 days ago, Soludo, who I played his voice, I purposely played his voice during the a few years back, I think 2015 or 16, during our 4-deal book launch on Biafra. He said something there when he was never a governor. He said something. He warned the politicians. That time he was a technocrat. He was never a politician that time, because we remind you. We remind you lest you forget. That is why I played that clip. It's the voice of governor now. One Biafra, Soludo, one Biafra. You know, IPOB, we don't forget. He said something. He said, don't think that these people in IPOB, don't think that they are fools. That many of you that are politicians, Igbo of Igbo extraction, that you might be thinking that, oh, you are going to use them. Their agitation, you are going to be using it for your political charting your political parts. Charles Chukwuma Soludo Wambafo said it. I think 2016. I played the voice. He's there. Today, he has lined up with them. He became a politician and he lined up. He forgot the statement he made. He continued making the same mistake. It's not a mistake, it's a voluntary issue. Now he came up the other day on a political rally where people gather with Abga. I don't know who they are supporting, which party they are supporting. People gather in order to give the people ecstasy, to give people you know, so that people will embrace him. He told them, now we are calling on federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even I give him to me as I shorten him. And the people shouted, because that is how they do. Few years back, he was chiding, the same Soludo was chiding the Igbo politicians of hypocrisy, trying to use Biafra restoration, IPOB, as a bargaining chip. But he warned, I remind him, he warned the Nigerian politicians, I mean the Igbo politicians of Igbo Nigerian politicians, that don't think that this IPOB, they are fools. So don't think that they are fools. They are living in every part of the world, so don't think they are fools. He went into the mainstream politics to be a governor. Now he joined and started making the same effort which he himself condemned. Do you see black man? Sometimes I look at, you know, a black person, a Nigerian, is not ideologically consistent. Do you understand me? It's a big problem. Lack of ideological consistency to defend what you believe. It doesn't matter the situation you are in. That is honor. The Japanese code of samurai, honor is more important than life. But Nigerians, stomach, number one is stomach. A Nigerian can change 100 times in a day, ideologically, because of stomach. That is what Charles Soludo is doing. Let me tell you what they want to achieve. They want people us to, you know, to now forget about the court verdicts of discharge and acquitted, and start talking about, okay, now these people, they love Biafra, yeah. If it is to even give them Mazi Nnamdi, what we want is just to release him. It doesn't matter. Even if they are going to release him in what is this guy? Ojo Carlos' house in Abuja, so that I cannot move to anywhere. No problem. As long as our leader, now wow, hey, our leader, let him come and stay there, so that as long as he is out. That is what they want to achieve. So that we forgot that it is a right. Now they will do it. They are reminding the Nigerian government about releasing it as a privilege. Now, no more rights. Toludo, you are right. When you say that, don't think that the IPOB members worldwide, they are fools. We are not fools. You are very, very right. It doesn't matter that you are trying to enter into the same error, but we are not fools. This is exactly what they want. Before you know, another person, it become a competition among them. Now Haneze will say, okay, now we are urging the Nigerian government, okay, give Nnamdi Kanu for us on Shoti, we will Shoti you. Or this so that hey, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protocol under them. It is no more a right, it will become a privilege. We know, we hold them, we know them. We hold them. Anywhere they want to go, we know. The pressure to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is too much on them, on the Nigerian government. I'm assuring you. Now they are using these Igbo politicians to fly kites, so that we shall forget about the court verdict of discharged and acquitted. Now it's no more, when we forget about it, because the court gave us the right. It's a right. It's not a privilege. It's not through begging. It's not through a negotiation. It is a right that was given to us, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you must be discharged and acquitted. I am surprised when some supposedly lawyers will be praising all this rubbish. There you know that there's something moving on. Let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration is some people's upliftment. We know that now. People that you don't even, without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration, you don't even know that they exist. Today now, it's them that are coming up even on social media to talk. We are, because that is what is happening. We don't shy away from it. Why should a court order that has not been obeyed for 3 months plus, now people now want to change the mindset, change our mindset into going through Shoti, bell. Which kind of bell, for goodness sake? How these people, what do they think that we are? What do they think that we are? That they are in power, in government, in politics, romancing with the caliphate. Now they thought that we are stupid. All of us are stupid. When they come out, as a Charles Saludo come out and in order to increase his profile, he talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People we are hey, he thought that we are all fools. Honestly speaking, we are no fools. Those that are making money out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's absence, temporal absence, mind yourselves. You know yourselves. Those that because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out, they will become irrelevant. They will become relegated to the background. Now this is their time. In order to come up, in order to make money, in order to meet politicians because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. But mind yourselves. This struggle, people have died and continue dying. People are sacrificing everything, including life. Therefore, I beg you this thing honestly. It doesn't matter who you are. You are a human being like I am. You have one head like I am. Many people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out today, they will become nothing, relegated to nothing. You don't hear, no person, even on social media, nobody will follow them again. But today they are relevant because the masquerade is not there. So, and they want it, they make you believe that they are fighting for his release, but you don't know that they are enjoying his absence. Because immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, they are no more, they will no more nowhere to be found. Where we are there, do we know them before? Do we even talk about them before? Today, it is them that are on the mouth of everybody, and they are enjoying it. Honestly. You see this struggle. We there here. Or what should this struggle? Any plan you people bring, I will scatter it immediately. We know. You can go and make your money with politicians, promise them heaven and earth, how you are going to sell IPOB, in this way, relegate the DOS, relegate the structure of IPOB, and you manipulate it. Make your concussion, but we die here. We are here. We are here. There are many people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out today, they feel that they become irrelevant. That is why it doesn't matter what they are pretending. They come, they do a pretend, and they make a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know that inside they are praying and working against his coming out, because his coming out is a threat to them, to their making money. We know all these things. We know. We understand. But you see that man, he is going to be released, not as a privilege. No. The Nigerian court has discharged and acquitted him. He must be released. That's it. It doesn't matter how you look down on IPOB structure, because we are the people. We are not like Nigerians that are docile. No. We are not like that. We know what we have to do and we continue doing it. That's it. We believe in IPOB. We believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why we are struggling, because we do understand genuinely that we don't belong to that place called Nigeria. We say genuinely we know. That is why we are fighting. It's not because of one person. No. It's because we understand that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said is truth. It concerns our lives. It concerns our future. It concerns our future generations. But any person that is trying to turn this thing to be another thing, to favor him, so that he will we cannot try to come out from Nigeria only to enter into another quagmire. Instead, I mention our generations. I'm telling you, we cannot afford it. So if you are there trying a way in order this concussion with politicians, you don't know the type of people in IPOB. You don't know them. If you know, you will not be wasting your time. We are counting. This is on the 13th of October. Our leader was released. Pump and plain. Any other thing they are talking is babash. Oh, it's shorty, it's bell. So that tomorrow now they will bring, okay, the pressure is mounting. They say, okay, no, bring him, cage him in the house, so that he will stay there, No. It's a right. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we should be out as a free man. No bell, no shorty. So when you try to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name for campaign, so no, they remember what you said 2016 on Ofodile's Biafra book launch. You said it. You warned the politicians. You said, look, some politicians might be saying let these people be moving. Let me be using the agitations in order to score political points, to to advance my political career. He said, oh, forget it, these people are not fools. So look, remember we are not fools, so remember. So all those things you are doing, release Biafra. Yes, we thank you for making comment talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's good thing. But there is no condition attached to it. Who are you to be released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for under your care? Who are you? Because I metro leadership of Igbo metro onye this is very cheap. Is it not a Tinubu that came the other day say you people must vote for me, otherwise you continue having slice of soaked bread, water soaked slice of bread? Is it not Yoruba boy, a small boy musician that come and insulted the Igbo? Openly, without apologetically, because the people, the leadership of Igbo leadership has been without honor. The people that are being driven by only their stomach. This is the highest thing we are fighting in this IPOB. People that are driven by their stomach. Now they are using one context or the other in IPOB as an excuse. You don't know that what is driving them is their stomach. It's what they want to gain. People without honor. Nigeria has turned many Igbo people into people of dishonor. This is what you are trying to destroy in our brains. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. People you can. How many people can stand if you promise them or give them words of money? Ghana must go. How many? We have to remain people of honor. I'm telling you honestly. You can be hungry, but you refuse food. This is what I personally, our family taught it to me, to us as children. That you can be hungry. You refuse food. Come and eat. You say, no, I'm okay. But maybe 2 days you never eat. No, I'm okay. Why? It's not because you don't want that food, but because of your dignity. That is what we protect, and that is what we clamor for. Because this is a very big disease in the lives of Igbos, in the lives of Biafrans, in general in black race. That is why even no African politician is ready to die for his people. Do you understand? That is why they are all there for the interests of the Europeans. Do you understand me? Because they don't want to die. If a revolutionist enter power, you know what he did? He communicates with the people like Thomas Sankara. Any slightest thing, he will go to the people and tell them the difficulty he is encountering with these white people, with these Europeans, so that people will know, in case if I die tomorrow, no problem, but I want changes for my people, positive changes. That is how they do. Revolutionists, people of honor. But all these political elites we have in the zoo, including both Biafran politicians, are the worst of worst. All they do, go there and enrich themselves. Look at the criminal. What do you call him? Vampire and demon. Look at him. Do you see what they are doing? Something I want to preach today. I don't know whether we have time to do that. Building or molding a national character. I will check whether I will have time, but because I have many things that I should be saying, honestly. So, we must continue what we are doing. We will never change. We will never deviate. Vampire of Imo State. Look at him. Do you see how the Fulani, how they are trying to conquer us? They impose a criminal or criminals, the worst of wars in our land. And the worst part of it now, in our land, what they do from the, governor as a criminal, he is initiating local government chairmen and councillors. If you are not a criminal, you cannot near there. If you are not a murderer, a killer, you cannot be a local government chairman now in Biafra land. That is how bad it is. And sometimes we ask, why is it so bad like this? These are the things that, do you know what is political power? Do you know what it means? Fulani, they will carry it and give to a criminal. I had when Mazi Peters was talking about Hope Uzodinma earlier on. Say one of his friends, a big police officer, when Hope Uzodinma was imposed there, he said, but this guy has been our customer in Lagos. We know him very well. He's a criminal. Complete. We know him. Do you see how we in Nigeria we are finished? Because they will continue imposing the bad guys on us. And they become role models. They become role models. Everybody they turn everybody into criminal. Without being a criminal, you cannot make it. That is why we want to run away from Nigeria before we become completely destroyed as a people. What the Fulani are doing in our lives, you cannot quantify it. They are destroying us as a people. I'm telling you honestly. Only when you can be calculative, you start calculating. Somebody like Hope Uzodinma, under normal circumstances, he is supposed to be in jail serving right from the time of 419. He is supposed to be in jail, languishing in jail for crimes he committed. Not even, he shouldn't even near politics at all. But look at in our land, they will go and select the hardened criminals and put them as governors, as senators in our land, and they will be in charge of us. What do you think that will happen? Well, how do you think that they will turn the people? They will turn everybody into criminals. Yes. That is why our fight is highly tedious. This fight we are in, highly tedious, but it's not impossible. Because we should not continue going in this road. This road is a road that leads to perdition. Do you understand me? A road to perdition. As long as Nigeria is concerned, people don't understand what Nigeria is doing to us. They are systematically destroying us, destroying our nomenclature, destroying our character everywhere, both religion, everywhere. Anyhow, they are destroying it. It is part of the agenda. It is part of the plan for them to completely destroy our character. And now, if we leave it from now to 30, 40 years, we'll come to our land, the people will be eating human flesh like that. I'm telling you. Very, very sad indeed. But we must continue. Therefore, do not be deceived, please. Do not be deceived. For those that are trying to undermine the structure of IPOB, you are doing it to your own peril. We are the people. We are not like Nigeria, whereby, once you are in the clique of the politicians, you are untouchable. The hope millions of people, hundreds of millions of people are there begging and serving only few individuals, hundreds of individuals only. This is not an issue, never in IPOB. This is people's business. IPOB, it is people's business, the indigenous people of Biafra, not for one person. You understand me? So people should be careful. People should be careful. Let me read this IPOB press release of 17th of December 2023. We, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, under the command and leadership of the great and indefatigable liberator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to inform the people of Anambra State to get prepared for the invasion of Fulani jihadists into their state. Intelligence information at our disposal has it that the Fulani terrorists, aka headsmen, chased out from Enugu State, mostly from Ojiriva province, are trooping into Anambra to invade some unspecified communities there. The Fulani terrorist headsmen trooping into Newi and Oka, who claim the coming for business, are actually terrorists coming for attacks. Engineer Chris Obiora, the Nnewi North transition chairman, and his gang are the brains behind the influx of Fulani to Nnewi North. These satanic agents being added into Nnewi are coming to increase insecurity, kidnapping, raping of women, and terrorism. We want sons and daughters of Nnewi North to hold their the TC chairman, responsible for any Fulani attacks in any community, because this man is working with our enemies. Governor Chukwuma Soludo must watch the Nnewi North TC chairman closely and be ready to take immediate action, because he is importing terrorists to Nnewi. Nnewi is in the heart of every righteous Igbo man and woman, because it is the home of our eternal leader, Dim Odimegu Ojukwu. Moreover, Nnewi stands tall as a Biafran industrial revolution center, providing high level of employment to many Igbo youths. Nnewi is a very important and strategic place that needs to be protected. Any form of terrorist attack at Nnewi will be a big blow to Biafra and to Igbo in particular. In another development, the Fulani stooges called Engineer Chris Obiora and Telbet Iheri are using Anambra State Vigilante Group, AVG, in hunting and killing innocent members of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. We are reminding the criminal elements that we are watching them, and nobody should blame IPOB when we repay them with their own coin. Since Soludo formed the AVG group, we've not seen these vigilantes chase Fulani out of our farms and bushes. Instead, AVG are going after innocent citizens and IPOB members. This will be the last time we are going to warn them to stop abducting IPOB members. ESN and IPOB don't kill the people we are protecting, but those coming after us will kill themselves. Engineer Chris Obiora and his cohorts should restrain themselves from attacking IPOB members or face the consequences. We are not their enemies, and neither are we involved in any criminal activities. Meanwhile, IPOB worldwide is appealing to those having intention to attack the Hausa community in Ihiala, LGA, to stop. Hausas are not the same with Fulanis. Hausas came into Igbo land for business, while Fulanis came to conquer Igbo land. As our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said that innocent Hausas are free to do legitimate businesses in Biafra without molestation. We are not after the Hausas, but we are after invading terrorists. Governor Soludo and every concerned Nnewi citizen should be prepared and ready to confront the invading terrorists, because they have perfected plans to camp and later invade the state. IPOB will be willing and ready to work with those who are willing to secure our land from Fulani terrorist attacks. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. We must continue. This is a press release. We must continue. Everybody should be at alert, because those terrorists that are being chased from Enugu, they are not stopping. They are coming down to Anambra. You understand? You know, this is a very tedious war. These people, remember, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reiterated, Islam is a religion that has not ceased conquest. You know, every other nation or religion have stopped conquest. It is a medieval thing. It has been relegated to medieval period. But let me tell you, since the 7th century till today, Islam is still on the rampage. Conquest. And Fulani is, their agent of jihadism in order to Fulanize people. You understand? To Fulanize people. I used to say this. Today we are crying because we are alive and see how the Fulani, how they are raping our people, killing farmers in our land, raping our women in farms, killing our people, massacring our people. But they want us to become Muslims, right? They love us, don't they? Just imagine 200 years ago when Christianity started coming, or almost 200 years ago when Christianity started coming to Igbo land. This is what our people, our ancestors passed worse type of this. I don't know whether people understand me, but none of them is alive to testify anything again, because all of them are dead. That is why today you see our people defending Christianity as if it is their life. You see people defend because they didn't know. Now it become a good thing. Oh, that is where God is. He's from there. They gave us His only begotten Son. What they put inside us. But how do they get us to do this? That is something that a reasonable person should be researching. It's what I want people to enter into more researches to find out all these things. These are things you should find out. When you understand all these things, you loot Christianity. You loot that religion. Let me tell you, in the next 100 years, if not for the coming of Biafra, if we have been docile and no Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, no IPOB, and we will become Fulanized. Let me tell you, in the next 100 years, you see the generation that time, Igbo generation that time, will be quoting Surah 50. How Muhammad is a very good prophet, and they show us the way. How the Fulani show us the way. They are the people of God. We'll be defending them that time, because they didn't undergo what we are undergoing today. That is the danger. I know head, this your brain. Our first lady say the frontal lobe, develop it, make researches, think what you say, think. In the next 100 years, if we become colonized as a people, you see our people that time will become only on the Quran, they defend. Quran na na-ekwu na-agwa gị na Chukwu ozi onye hey nna egekwana hey nna m na-akpakwa ego m ga-eji aga Mecca hey ebe Chukwu nọ hey yeah, it will become the talk of the day and people will be defending it with their blood. You try to think, please reason. That is what just reason. Don't block your mind and say no. It doesn't matter what you say, whether truth or not. Leave me. I will be there. Is what I choose to be. That is what kills many people. Yeah, surprisingly, that is the reason. That is the truth. You see, people they say whether you are talking to leave me. I don't want to think it. I don't want to believe. I don't want just live. I have chosen my way. How can a human being be like that? That is what it is. Well, we must continue. I will read some news headlines. I think it's this news headlines I will read today, because there will be no more time for me to preach what I've prepared. It will be another day, please. It will be another day. Because tomorrow, I will repeat the Saturday's program. I will replay it tomorrow. So I think it's going to be on Thursday. Now, let me go into some news headlines, please. Politicians should not use our leader IPOB to do their politics. Politics, please. Your own Nigerian politics is not our concern, but leave us alone. If you want to fight for the release of our leader, call for his release. You know what to do. Genuinely. It's not during rally. You talk Mazi now so that in order for people to support you, to increase your profile. We have gone past that, please. We have gone past that. Any person or any group of people that are telling you any sit at home, please disregard it. It's hope of the mass people. It's hope of the mass. He is championing to make sure that IPOB is destroyed by confusing people. It's hope of the mass, please. There is no sit at home anywhere. You see the clip I played from Chukuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, the present governor. There's something he said that time during the book launch. He said that he had that IPOB. He pretended that he had that time 2016 that IPOB even declared a sit at home. That without nobody, he said, he remarked it. He said, without anybody even enforcing it, that the whole states were under lock and keys. Nobody enforces. If IPOB, the leadership, if the leadership come up, Mazi Doziem or any of the leadership of this struggle, come up to declare it at home, everybody know there is no enforcement. We appeal to the conscience of our people, and our people understand. It's not something we don't kill our people to enforce it. No. So Chukuma Soludo testified it. Any place you are seeing sit at home, there is 1 day or 2 days sit at home. Disregard it. It is directly from the vampire of Imo State. That is him. It's him. It doesn't matter any name there. It is the whole purpose of them that is doing this. All they want to do is to bastardize anything IPOB so that you get people confused. Do you know that freedom fighting is very hectic? It's not something easy. Many things will be thrown at us. Propaganda, confusion, everything, so that people becomes disgusted and frustrated and say, now we are confused, now let us leave this thing. They are throwing you something in order for you to stop or be confused and stop what you are doing, and that is to their advantage. That time they have won, and we are not going to allow that. So there is no sit at home anywhere, please, in Biafra land. There is no sit at home. For your information, I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. There is no sit at home anywhere in Biafra land. Any place, any person that is pronouncing it, know that is direct from Hope Uzodinma. They are working. It's him. He received direct, because that is what Hope Uzodinma wanted. Therefore, be warned so that you understand. Do not come and say, I was confused, please. Now, let me go into some news headlines so that after I will just open the lines, because I will not have time. I have a topic I will talk about: building or molding a national character. That is the topic, but it will be for another day, please, because of time. We must continue. Okay. Let me start here. A British government vows to impose visa ban on Nigerian politicians caught in violence or rigging. That was January 12, 2022, by Catriona Liang. This short engine, the short woman. All that matters to them is election. They don't care about the lives that are lost. They don't care about the horrible crime, that insecurity, people that are losing their lives because they are Nigerians every blessed day. That is not their problem. What matters for them is to insert any person that we represent, continue representing their interests as number one. That is why all of them are going to Chatham House. That is why all of them are going to London, in order to convince their masters that they will serve their interests the best. You see. Now, what they have to do, any person that is we caught rigging an election or caught election violence, we will ban him. Impose a visa ban. Do you see how they build their country as paradise? Now they will menace you. They will menace you that, I will not allow you to come to my country. Sometimes I look at this, I say, but Nigerians, are they ashamed at all? Are they ashamed? Let me ask you, can Afghanistan today tell you that menace you with their visa? No, I will ban you from entering Afghanistan. Is it possible? Won't you be laughing and say, what am I going there to do? What am I going there to do? Please ban me, ban my generation. Let me know come. But Britain, America, they know now because they are banning you. Because they built their own paradise here on earth. And now, for you to build your own, they say no. Instead, come and become my city. Come and become a citizen here. Naturalize here. Bring money. Buy. Can't you buy a house? Do you remember when is it King Charles or who? Or is it Archbishop of Canterbury or who asked Buhari whether the impostor? I hope you have bought a house in London. They don't know when they are being insulted. The same way Tinubu insulted every Igbo man in Enugu, and you see that criminal Hope Uzodinma at the back laughing. When you look at him, you want to cut off his neck. These are people they used to come in order to impose, in order to come and conquer us. Criminals, they use them. So Katrina Liang is now there. That is what they're menacing. If you kill orangutans like you, I will not allow you to come to my country. That is a punishment. That is a punishment. They don't want you to come, and they don't want you to build your own paradise. No. Somebody asked before, does our lives matter? And I ask, what about, do you ask yourself, does your life matter to yourself? Does your brother's life matter? I will come to that later, please. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Katrina Liang, spoke on Thursday while responding to various complaints by the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure, over the killing of his party's candidate. You see, they are complaining to their madam. Madam, do you know they killed one of our chairman, national chairman. You see, we are helpless here, Britain. Oga, madam, you know the Buddha. Oga, madam, we are helpless. What do we do now? Help us now. Britain says, okay. I'm gonna go. I've had. Okay, I've had. Don't worry. You know what? Any person, you know when you know, when you as a father, a parent, you come back from work. Now your children, the small one will complain. Papa, you know, Tochi, eat my food. And after, when you finish, I want to eat. He give me only one meat. And I want to talk. He slap me. He will call to no, why now? Don't worry. You know, you just you know, as a baby, as a child, you have to talk something to keep him happy. That is exactly what Britain is doing. They are complaining to British High Commission. Oh, Chineke. Oh, Nigerians in this show. Oh. What is the need of being independent? I cannot understand what they have done. Why not Britain completely, being in charge direct? Have a British president or the Queen control it. Even British Governor General as before. The Labour Party, one of the political parties is complaining to British Parliament that look, they killed our chairman. One demo, I don't know, they are cheating us. So as our madam, what do we do? This before God and man. Sometimes I say Nigeria is a waste of space. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Catherine Leong, spoke on Thursday while responding to various complaints by the national chairman of Labour Party, Mr. Julius Abure, over the killing of his party candidates and officials in various parts of the country. She demanded that the Labour Party should furnish the commission with a list of persons whom it suspected will use violence to undermine the 2023 electoral process, so the British government will take appropriate action against such. Exactly. When a baby is complaining to the mother or the father. Exactly. That is the picture I'm seeing. A country, an independent country, complaining to British commissioner that they are killing us. Do you know what? If we go to do campaign, sometimes they will shoot us. You know what? So they say, okay, sorry. You know what? Those that you suspected. Give me the names of those people. Let me give them the appropriate punishment. Nigeria, why are you independent? Why are you talking? Oh, we are Nigeria independent. You are foolish. You are foolish. You are foolish. You are a shame to black race before God and man. Nigeria is a complete shame to black race. They are complaining. Now the British commissioner now is there as the slave master. They are slaves are complaining to him, to her. And now she is there. But if he's telling them, look, but if you are aware of anybody who has incited violence or certainly actually acted violently, we have used the visa program in the past and we will use it again to prevent the person from visiting the United Kingdom. Okay? So they are happy. Okay. Thank you, ma. Hey, don't worry. Anything, we will compile the names and we will give you. Don't you see that there is problem? Nigerians has problem, for goodness sake. Where are the intellectuals? Can't you cry out, for goodness sake? You are incapable of governing yourself. Oh, Chineke Kunanyojo. You're a disgrace. Nigerians, you're a disgrace to black people, honestly. You're a disgrace. After so-called 63 years, going to 63 years of independence, you are still complaining to your colonial master of states in your country against you. Honestly, you see, British High Commissioner was sitting on top like in a church, in a church shrine, in the temple. Now, do you have any complaint? Let me see. In this our distance, our farmland, are you witnessing anything bad? Rise up, you see, they are killing our people, our own party members. So they are killing them. They don't even give us anything. So they are killing us. If we go make a campaign, they kill us. Okay, it's okay. You mean it? Okay, give me the names of those you suspected, so that I will deal with them. And tomorrow you come out and say you are independent. And Nigerians are watching this show of shame. Intellectuals, so-called intellectuals, They are watching. We must continue. We must continue. Let me also read another news headline. If it is to impose visa ban, it is a punishment. Captain Lalem promises in their farmland, called Nigeria. You should be ashamed, even to be part of Nigeria. You should be completely ashamed. Oyo police commissioner withdraws officers attached to court. Prosecutor over release of NSAS protesters from prison 2 years after illegal detention. The police commissioner, Nigeria is a place where you don't know, nobody know how things work. No rule of law. Everybody, police. You say, why should the court release NSAS protesters that have been in prison since 2020? So, ordinary police commissioner. I say, ordinary police commissioner. Try. The Fulani Ebugo Nigeria, honestly. And they Ebugo Nigeria. Ordinary police commissioner challenging court. By they order the police, their police attached to court and prosecutors say, oh yeah, come out. So, and tomorrow they will send their police to wear mask and civilian clothes and go and burn that place, maybe the court. They call it unknown government. Do you see how they roll? Do you see that Nigeria is a place, a garbage dump, shit hole? Who is a police commissioner in front of a judge, in front of a prosecutor? A prosecutor can order the police commissioner to be arraigned immediately if it's a sanitized country. Who are you? The prosecutor can order immediately the police commissioner said, who are you? Come, and he will be brought to him immediately. You can jail him direct. But in Nigeria, you may be see and nothing. It's very big pity that a judge released people that has been illegally detained since 2 years, since 2020, going to 3 years. NSAS protesters that were expressing their rights, fundamental rights as citizens. They were arrested and jailed. Many of them killed. Now, when the judge, after even going to 3 years, he saw that these people, they did nothing wrong. He released them. A police commissioner, police commissioner. He was kicking. He said, no, he's going to, you see the police people that are guiding the court, guiding prosecutor, he will remove them. Under which law is Nigeria even hanging on? Nigeria is functioning under which law? There are people are talking about constitution. Does Nigeria really have constitution? It's a question. Because if Nigeria, even no matter how bad it is, people cannot, a commissioner cannot do the police commissioner, ordinary police commissioner. Nigerians will be hearing my voice say, hey, you are calling commissioner, police commissioner ordinary. In the presence of a prosecutor, the police commissioner is nothing. Don't you know that? It's nothing. He receives order only. A prosecutor can order for his arrest immediately, and he becomes arrested in a normal country. But in Nigeria, it's not so. It's not so. That is why in Nigeria everybody is mad, because Nigeria infected everybody with madness. If you are not mad, you cannot even walk in Nigerian street. It's impossible. You have to be mad. Your truck pusher is mad. Taxi driver is mad. Moluwe driver is mad. Bus driver is mad. Every Okada driver is mad. Everybody is mad. So you have to be mad. If you go there saying they're mad, you become a victim, a prey, and nothing more. You understand? So does Nigeria really have a constitution they are practicing? Otherwise, why is everybody acting irrationally? This one will act, the other one will give his counter order, the other one will act police commissioner. I'm telling you honestly, we must continue. This one is there is no basis for Tinubu to disclose his health status. Kayamo is the son, senior advocate of Nigeria, I think. Festus Kayamo. A presidential candidate said there is no basis for Tinubu to disclose his health status. After all, this Kayamo is him that said a few years back, when the Fulanis were on the rampage, when they are talking about Ruga, and people were rejecting it everywhere. He said, no, whether you like it or not, you must give back, you must give your land. You must either you give your land, relinquish your land to the Fulani, or anyway they will take it because you will still die. If you die, that land will be still taken. And you understand? This is the man that said it. When they are in all these positions, I don't know whether they used to drink something. I don't know. They don't drink anything. There is nothing you can drink. All this superstition, I don't believe it. It is the greed that is pumping them. The greed. They will see the truth. They know the truth. They don't. They said, "What is truth?" I beg. They will know what is good for the people. They will not do it. They will not talk about it. It's very sad. He said there is no basis for Tinubu to disclose his health status. Somebody that is very old, shaking, suffering from dementia, and he is clamoring to enter into the highest office of the country. He should be under public scrutiny. But this man said, no basis. I beg not. After all, does your vote count? All this abracadabra man said they are doing. Nigeria's votes doesn't count. That is why they are shuttling Chatham House, shuttling Britain. In order to your fates are decided in London, not through your PVC, please. For your information, that is why we are not interested in any Nigerian election. You know that? Because your fate is decided in London. That is why, if you have tell them, let it be Nigerian presidential candidates. Let them not visit London now. Let them not visit London. For you to understand that your fate is decided in London, the same way African fate in 1844-45 was decided in Berlin. In the Berlin Conference, without no single African there. Now they are deciding African fate with few African politicians in European soil. And this man say you have no right to know your presidential candidate's health status. So shut up. After all, it's not you that is deciding who will be the president. Because if it is Nigerians that are deciding who is the president, who will be their president, they will hold them into accountable. I said, no, you must disclose. But no, you have shut everybody up. After all, the other time he said Nigerians are like used tissue papers. The same man. We must continue. Atiku has 31 children hoping to become multi-millionaires after his election. Got master's degree in desperate bid to become president. His ex-head, Achimugu. When they become disgruntled, they can vomit something. He has 31 children. And all of them, they will make money. You know, from, I know they are millionaires, they will become multi-billionaires. All of the 31 children, 31. A ton of 31 children. All of them will become billionaires. Oh, oil wells. They are waiting. Nigeria, I'm telling you honestly, that place is not a place at all. You will see people that will be defending. No, you know, tomorrow, if their father becomes a president, they will, each and every one of them will be flying private jet to showing off their, you know, costly cars on Facebook. You will see Nigerians typing, oh, now these guys, now wow, now I tap from your blessing in Jesus' name. Some will be tapping through Allah. Hey, Allah give them. Hey, now wow, Allah make me to chop like them now. You don't know that it is you. They are sucking your blood because you are ignorant and stupid. I think he has 31 children. All of them are hoping to become multi-billionaires after his election. he's an ex-head. He's a Achimugu. That's so. We must continue. We must continue. There is this news. Okay, I want to read where police that has not been paid. Police that has not been paid. Okay, unpaid 6 months salaries, unpaid 6 months arrears. Buhari didn't release enough money. Inspector General of Police Baba makes excuses. Do you know that the police, I think in Lagos State, the Inspector General, let me read it a bit, please. The Inspector General of Police, Osman Baba, has warned police officials, particularly men of the Lagos State Command, planning a protest over their unpaid 6 month salary arrears to drop their plan, as any form of protest will be regarded as mutiny. Yeah, of course, because it is the same police that are being sent in order to kill protesters. The same police that are being sent to destroy others, I mean to kill others that are protesting for their right. Do you see that? The same police. The same police. Today they are being owed and they want to go to protest. Do you see why Nigerians are hopeless? Instead of police, you know, in a republic means public property. It is for the public. The police, the army, they are not serving the politicians. They should not be serving the politicians. They should be serving the people, the republic. And who is the republic? The people. You know, the other day I said it, that the people are more powerful than the constitution. In a republic, only the people is more powerful than constitution. Because the people can rise up today and sweep away even the government, even the whole president or prime minister, anybody. Because it is their right. They are the people. They can do anything they want. Anything, even above constitution, the people are above constitution. Because in the Nigerian constitution, you know what, the three phrases, the three words that form a phrase that started it. It says, we the people. It covers everything. Therefore, before you go to section 9, section this and that, you say, we the people. The people could rise up tomorrow and go and burn down Asorok. It is the people. There is nothing you can do. It is the people. But does the people know? Nigerians don't know that. That is why they are taking on a ride every time. You understand? Today, police want to protest. The same police that are being sent when doctors are not paid, you know, they come up on the road to protest. Police will go and shoot them. When teachers are not paid, not when teachers are not paid, every time. Public servants in Nigeria are never paid. You see, many of them are still being owed 2 years, 3 years arrears. When they will come or gather them, few of them that will summon courage to go and protest, they will send the same police that have been owed money. They will send them to go, oh yeah, you jackass, oh yeah, go slaves, go and pursue these people, kill them if necessary. And they will go and carry gun, you know, carry monkey with gun. They will shoot them and kill them. But the same police is being owed salary. And today they want to protest. Don't you see that they are useless and hopeless? The police, as I said, the army, they are serving the people. There are some things the police should, disobey orders. When it comes to going against the people that are in charge, that is over the constitution. The people, they are above the constitution. When it comes to dealing against the people, the police say, no, oh God, this one I beg. I beg. I know they. We know they. We are the people. We are among the people. If the police can do this, the politicians can't do anything. Because they are the people, the arms the police, the politicians are using to kill fellow miserable citizens. All the police will do, they usually do, is to go to stand on the road and start molesting people that are miserable like them. Very, very sad indeed. Very sad. Okay. Good luck, Jonathan. He said, I'm worried about forthcoming general elections, ongoing violence. Ex-President Jonathan. Anytime there is election in Nigeria, it's normal violence. We are monkeys, primitive, ferocious monkeys. Where they do things in this modern age. In many countries, if they are holding their presidential election, you don't even know that such a thing is going on. Everybody is going their normal businesses. Go and vote and go your way. Nobody knows that anything is going on. But in Nigeria, it's a do or that. Where animals are doing their thing. That is how it is. Jonathan is talking. During his time, they used violence to intimidate him, and he ran away. And he ran away. You know what the British are doing today? That is why the impostor want them not to interfere. Any foreign interference in a Nigerian election should be resisted. Do you remember when this guy, governor of Kaduna State, 2019, he threatened the foreign election monitors that anybody that come here that to interfere in election, that they will go on body bags. He said it openly. You know why I love the Fulani too? They are outspoken. They talk without fear. Do you understand? They talk without fear. They are outspoken. You can say, because they have power. No. They continue. They are like that. They fight. But our own people is fear. Hey, they beg, appease, they beg. The same thing. Look at Jonathan. He is not talking. He is worried about the forthcoming general election. Yes, you should be worried, because it is through that violence that we are thrown out. We are thrown out like a garbage. 2019 election, you won. But the Toro you cannot stay there to lobby. Our people don't know how to lobby for our general collective interest. No. All that matters for them is their own thing. Everybody is stealing on his own. They don't care about that to be in a bunch. That is the mainstream problem we are having as Biafrans. Whether Ijo, whether Ibibio, whether Ibu, all Biafrans, it's the same thing. The same thing. If they know the Fulani, they know how to lobby. I say Fulani is number one when it comes to politics in Nigeria. Fulani, give it to them. They are number one. They know when to gather. They know when to, everybody. Do you remember when before they named this Fulani terrorists as bandits, do you remember when everybody was overwhelmed? I mean the Fulani political elites. Every day, everywhere, Fulani headsmen. That time, no, this word bandits had not been coined. But do you know what? They continue defending. The Fulani elites, all of them speaking one voice, they will be defending, continue defending. To the extent, Rufai say he went to you know what? We are trying. You know, I have gone to outside Nigeria, foreign land, even to pay those people that are foreigners that are killing Nigerians. You know, we are defending them, not conceding nothing. With one voice, Gandojet from one side, they let Buhari another side, defending even in America. Until they coined these bandits. Oh, they say yes. So everything now is hiding in the name bandits. It's no more Fulani. How we crewmen? They fought a war. They fought. Imagine it's our people. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, pataka yoku ezioku. Now kwandi buy nebu kwandi buy. Oh kwandi buy undo shi aneku. Hey, I got everywhere. Disorganized people. This is why the Fulani is holding everybody hostage. Now, good Lord, Jonathan, poor man. He's saying that he's worried because he knew how they threw him away. You remember people that were if good luck Jonathan was outside there, if they didn't put him, if he won the election, if ever they rigged the election, heaven will fall. Where are they? I started to he come out and after Fulani they corner him, say, hey, do you know you're a Muslim Mujahid? You know your name. You are one of us, eh? Don't worry, we'll give you contract. And he mellowed down. His brother go, you know, call him now. I said, now forget, you know, don't worry, we are going to come back. This is why I say honor should be more important to life. But with our people, their stomach, number one, stomach infrastructure. Everything is about stomach. To make money, go and buy car, come, very primitive character. I say highly primitive character. Here, primitive character. I'm telling you. We must continue. Okay. Now, there is this write-up. Ahmad Bello's declaration set Nigeria on fire. Can we quench it? By Ndidi Owachue. It's an editorial, very nice. So, 17th of January 2023. Let me read it a bit. Ahmad Bello's hatred for Nigerians is what led him to make his infamous declaration, as reported in the Patriot newspaper on 12th October 1960, with the undeserved powers handed to him by the departing British as Prime Minister of the Northern Region. Ahmad Bello's declaration was able to set the new nation called Nigeria on fire. A fire that today is consuming Nigerians through genocidal violence by armed Fulani for land grabbing, the use of the illegitimate 1999 constitution through which the resources and lands of the indigenous peoples are seized by an illicit government that is Fulani dominated, plus progress and modernity are deliberately denied Nigerians. Do you understand? It's what we preach here every day. But we Nigerians get it? The answer is no. All are there. Sometimes you watch them. You know, comedy is one of the booming business in Nigeria. One of the booming businesses. Because Nigerians need anesthesia. Tranquilizer. Always. To forget the reality on ground. That is why comedians are making money. comedians, and churches also, religious centers, where they will go and have fake hope. They will give them, promise them, they stay there, dance away their sorrows, for that time, and immediately they go back and face the reality. You understand? Now, everybody knows that Fulani, what they are doing, but what are the indigenous people doing against this? No, instead of Igbo to come, no, let Fulani kill everybody. Iberibe worry, honestly. I have been saying this: the hatred of the Igbos, which was propagated by Ahmad Bello, is what is killing everybody, destroying everybody, including Hausa, including the TV, including every other tribe in Nigeria. They point, they say, no, you don't look at the Fulani, look at the Igbos. They say, but the Fulani are killing us. They say, hey, you want the Igbos to take over? I beg, endure the massacre. Don't worry. That is what is going on. This woman just wrote it. The new Nigeria, remember, according to the declaration of Ahmad Bello, he said this new Nigeria should be an extension of the estate of our great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. And this Ahmad Bello is where Nigerian politicians used to go to his grave to pray. Oh. I think Peter Obi went there, our founding father, somebody that abhorred your race. Do you see how Igbo people are Nigerianly stupid? I say Nigerianly stupid. Because if you are Biafran, you are no more stupid. But as a Nigerian, Igbo Nigerian, you are the most hopeless. Peter Obi went to pray for blessing from Ahmad Bello, for blessing, for more strength to hate his own people. You see that? We have been saying this here, and it's the reality. This new nation called Nigeria should be the extension of the estate of our great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. This woman is saying it. The fire lit upon Nigerians and their lands by Ahmad Bello's declaration has 5 components which the Fulani would action. Making Nigeria an estate of our great-grandfather Ottoman Danfodio, we must ruthlessly prevent a change of power, use the minorities in the north as willing tools, the south as a conquered territory, and the Fulani supremacists declare and never allow them to have control over their future. By Ahmad Bello. But this is the person, this is the person Kanu and Zogu killed because of this very if it is, they say anti-Semitic, anti-Nigeria indigenous people rhetorics the man made. And today they are still referring it as a sin committed by the Igbos when this man was killed. The devil incarnate against us in the Nigeria setting. You see it today. What is this sin being debated in the intelligence circle in Nigeria or intellectual circle in Nigeria? The answer is no. All the intellectuals in Nigeria, what they do is you go to school, bag your PhD, now learn how to rig election for somebody, a criminal like Hope Uzodinma. It's all the intellectualism in Nigeria. That is where it ends. So that contract or appointment. Do you see the piteous situation Nigerians are? Our intellectualism in Nigeria is. Do you see that? Do you see that? Somebody said he will not allow us, no indigenous population, to have control over our destiny. And today, do we have control over our destiny? Are we not scattered abroad? What of the indigenous people in the north that are crying every day, being scattered, being killed, being slaughtered? No person to help them. Only few Fulani. That is less than 2% of Nigeria population. It is a very shameful thing. In all these things, I used to say it. When the Europeans see this thing, they say, look, the indigenous people that are lamenting, they give Fulani more power, say slaughter all of them, they are useless. This kind of thing you cannot do. It cannot happen in Europe. One tiny set of people, others they will rise up one day and say do or die. They will kill all of them. But in Nigeria, everybody is lamenting. If you lament, if for example in your own community they come, they massacre, now everybody is lamenting, they will corner one person there. They'll give him money. Fulani will still corner him, give him money, give him one cow. Hey, it will start anyway. We are one Nigerian anyway. Anyway, we are one Nigerian. So it's not that he will turn everything right. No, it's not the Fulani that kill people without honor. Good Lord Jonathan said he was worried about this election. Why won't he? Do you see? Look at the whole campaign. The three major parties now, or the three major presidential candidates, Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi. We are not into Nigerian election, but we need to analyze things to understand the things there. You understand? Because whether we like it or not, it affects us. I want to say something here. Among these three leading candidates, the only person that is talking about Nigeria, oh we Nigeria, is only Peter Obi. It's only Peter Obi. Just watch their comments and conversations, and others they are not even campaigning. They are using religious sentiments, tribal sentiments. We are the North. Oh, if you don't vote, Tinubu say if you don't vote for me, you have to labor more to vote for me. He tell the Igbos in Enugu, you have to labor to put me in power. Otherwise, you continue receiving little crumbs and sliced, watered bread, slice of bread. Is that campaign? Normally in other countries this thing we set up, even they can hew him down, they can riot and kill him there direct. Let Peter Obi go to North and say that you people must put me there, otherwise it will be a slice of bread so people will be getting. They will kill him there direct. Do you see how why wouldn't there be violence? Do you see, we that are peaceful, sometimes before we used to lament. Thank God all these things our tunes are changing. I used to remark it before you will see people we call, hey Europeans, international community, why not help us now? What are you doing? You told us to be Christians and we are knocking tie. We carry big Bible, follow you as obedient people. We don't kill. We are not killing. We cherish life. I the chances. Honestly, you don't know that they love to kill us. Let me tell you, Europeans, they support even powerful killers. People that are rebellious killers, they love it. They love it. When you tell them, you brought Christianity to us and we accepted it, they are laughing. The more you talk, the more they give Fulani power. Say, go and massacre. These are perfect slaves. We don't need them again because we have industries. We have mechanized industries in our land. We don't need slaves again. Clear them, please. Let them complain. But thank God, the language is changing. Our people, I don't hear it again. How we are obedient to Europeans. Because of that, they should help us. I said that time, if I'm hearing it, you are telling Europe, oh, we are obedient to you. We are Christians like you, so please, you should help us. Come on, go and sit down there. Don't fight. They love fighters. You understand? Fighters. To prove that you are dominant species for real. That is what they love. We must continue. This woman wrote it. He's there. He wrote everything. The Fulani Supremacist Declaration means cruelty, loss of liberty, destruction and death for Nigerians as the immigrant settler Fulani take over their lands and control their destinies. Some truths about Nigeria's turbulent history have come out. We learned that it was knowledge about Ahmad Bello's anti-Nigerian people's agenda that was the reason for the first military coup of January 1966 to make Awolowo the rightful prime minister. That's it. It's coming out now. But they are still killing us with all this. And other ethnicities helped the Fulani in order to kill Biafrans. They're supposed to, represent. Ignorance is the highest disease. Ignorance is the highest disease. Go to Gowon village in a plateau. It's no more existing. They have destroyed the Gowon's village. Fulani have rampaged. After I say Fulani, they are number one in politics. They use Gowon. Gowon was running as a young guy, running head skate. I want to save Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria, the Fulani, they are with Britain. They are laughing at behind. Say, don't worry. After everything, didn't they kill Mamamvasa? The whole middle belters that fought the war for them, they eliminated them. All of them. Oh, bien. They eliminated them. Today they even cry more because they occupy their land direct. What we are doing today is to deliver, to liberate everybody, both in Middle Belt, both in the north, the Hausas and others. Gone are the days when you are following the Fulani. Oh, we are fighting in Nigeria. They will use Nigeria illusion. Now, illusion Nigeria as an illusion in order to confuse you. Oh, kill Igbos, kill Onyamiri. Oh, fight. This is for Nigeria. They are against Nigeria. Who tell you that? We want liberty for not only us, for everybody. But Fulanis, tricked them. But today, do not allow history to continue taking place. You can read this. It's in Sahara Reporters. Very nice write-up. Because of the eloquency, the boldness of our leader, people are now starting to key in to what Radio Biafra have been saying for many years. And that is how it should be. Now, before I open the lines, I want to read these two news headlines before I open the lines. You understand? Terrorists storm church in Katsina, northwest Nigeria, kidnapped 25 worshippers. They don't call them Fulani terrorists, but that is what they are. No fewer than 25 worshippers of New Life for All Church in Kaduna local government area of Katsina State, Kankara local government area of Katsina State, have been abducted by bandits. Who are the bandits? Fulani terrorists. Remember, these bandits, they started calling them, I think, 2020. Early 2020 or late 2019, if I'm not mistaken. 2020. These are Fulani jihadists. 25 worshippers in a church. They were kidnapped. It was learned that the bandits attacked the church around 10 a.m. on Sunday and rode motorcycles there. 25 worshippers kidnapped. Do you know how many are the bandits? Sometimes these Fulani terrorists, they call bandits. They are not bandits. They are Fulani terrorists. They go on more than 500 to 1,000 bikes. And each motorcycle will be carrying 2 or 3 passengers. Driver and 1, or driver and 2. We used to see them on video. Do you know the noise that will be made by 1,000 motorbikes? People, they are armed to the teeth, carrying assault rifles. and the Nigerian military is not seeing them. Sometimes I start saying now, Nigerians, I cannot understand. So how can Nigerian police military, they don't detect the people that are right, thousands of people that are going on road on motorcycle? They don't have drone to detect them. They don't have the Kanu jets. And Nigerians are not making, it's not a big problem for Nigerians. No, they are laughing over it. Honestly speaking, I cannot understand. Sometimes look at them. Let me before we go crazy. Is it that we IPOB, we are the mad people, or the people in Nigeria? Let me know, please. Because sometimes what is happening and the unresponsive nature of Nigerians put you into a state of confusion, complete confusion. You cannot understand any longer. I don't know. Is it not true? How can the so-called bandits, the Fulani terrorists, will be going on motorcycle, kidnapping 25 people kidnapped? You know how? Which means the people that came, they can be about 500. They could be going on motorbikes. Some motorbikes will be only one. One driver. Now all these kidnapped people with cars, they will put them there. And Nigerian military didn't see them. All these things doesn't concern Nigerians. It doesn't concern them. You will see them being in a very useless place, listening to comedy, listening to laughter. Night of 1,000 laughs. Sometimes I become whether the solution because of the irresponsive nature of Nigerians. I started being confused, saying, why are people not even talking about it on this? Why are people not reacting? Why? This thing is happening. They kidnapped 25 worshippers in a church. Christian Association of Nigeria didn't shout to come up and say, all this everybody come on the street from Katsina to Bayelsa, from west to east. Everybody, we are Christians, rise up so that we protest for this thing. No, they will not do it. When you talk, they will come to Radio Biafra to defend Jesus. That is how bad it is. They cannot defend humanity. All they will defend is something that is not seen. This is why I hate them. I hate that thing. That foreign ideology. I cannot. The way it is on me, I hate it. I don't hide it. Because it makes people stupid. It makes people, they don't respect life. Instead, they respect something that is unseen, that they don't know. This thing that happened whether yesterday, what about today? The whole churches that got savvy, because this is digital era. News spread by WhatsApp, social media, everything. People there must have called, everywhere in the zoo. Everybody must have known. The churches, the Jews must have known. Why not from church? You march out and say, look, we no go agree. These our brothers, they are Christian brothers in Katsina, should be released. Nigerian army should be put into action. Why 25 worshippers? No, all they do is go and they thank Jesus for making it possible that it is not them, that it is those in Katsina. That Jesus, you see, they use it to preach. That you see, if you buy as long as you are a bona fide member here in my church, all these bad things will never happen to you in Jesus' name. And they say amen. So those people, they are sacrificed no more. It will happen to you one day. You will die miserable death. The way you people, you confuse people. That is why I hate them. They are weapons of mass destruction is what all these pastors and reverend fathers, what they have the podium to talk to people, to open the people's eyes. They have the congregation in order to make things happen. When something happened like this, they should gather. That time we will praise them. They should gather, tell their congregants, say, no, today there is no service. On the street, everybody, from Lagos to Kano, to Kaduna, to Rivers, to Bayelsa, Imo, Calabar, everywhere, Christians, oh yeah, rise up. No, we no go agree. Our comrades, our fellow Christians that we abducted in Katsina. What is Nigerian government doing? Before God and man, if they do it, that day, Nigeria will hurt, and Nigeria government will be forced to do something. That terrorist government, but they will not do it. Instead, they will be looking for where they criticize Christianity. That is all they will be looking for. My Jesus. God should punish this type of things in our land. The Jews today are progressing because they resisted with their blood this European rubbish they call religion. No matter that the Jews were in Europe, part of Europeans, they said, no, we are not buying to this your garbage. And they brought it to Africa and used it, in order to turn everybody into zombie. Look at 25 Christian worshippers, and Christians are happy in Nigeria. No, he said they would say, thank God it's not me. Come, sow your seed so that God will protect you, so that you will not be like those in Katsina State that have been kidnapped by terrorists. Probably they will cut off their head. Do you see how wicked they are? You see, they are wicked, I'm telling you. And you see, the same Sunday in Niger State, they born one priest, Reverend Father Isaac Achi. I don't know, Achi, maybe he's an Igbo man, who knows? Anything, whether it's outside, he's a human being. He's a human being. They burn him to ashes. Have you seen Pope talk about it? Did you see? Do you know what? I wrote it one time. I said the best thing is for every Nigerian, even let me say every Biafran, to renounce, mass renunciation of Christianity as a protest. Say no. Mass renunciation of Christianity. That is what fit, because your life don't matter anyway. How can your life matter to Pope? When to yourselves, life doesn't matter. If Nigerian Christians start making noise about what is happening, now others will come up. I could remember when one time Mazi, one of us, Mazi Isaiah, I think he said something. He said, do you know that Nigerian Christian leaders, they used to discuss on conference with is it Irish Christians also? They asked them, what we are hearing, do you people need help? So they said, no, everything is okay in Nigeria, don't worry. It's not no. We are not suffering anything, don't worry. And you look at these people, how are you going to expect others to even value your life, whereas you don't value your own life? You don't value the life of your brother. Instead, if they kill your brother, you go and give testimony, say, hey, thank God it's not me. You pay more tithe. You double your soul seed you are sowing. Say no, thank God, so that God will protect me more and more. And your pastor will shout hallelujah. You are not killed because you're a member. You are my bona fide member here. You are paying your tithe, paying your dues, everything, because you are a zombie. These are criminal acts, I'm telling you. They burn a human being alive, a reverend father. Pope never say. The Christian Association of Nigeria didn't stage a match. Nigerian pastors that have overwhelming population everywhere, they didn't stage a match. Is it not Suleiman, Pastor Suleiman? Only when you perceive the threat from the Fulani terrorists, personal threats. That time, how many years back? Whether 2 years ago. When he said, if you see any Fulani loitering around here, kill him. He said it in the podium, and they started pursuing him. He ran, and who saved him? The then governor of Osun State. Because his life was directly threatened. But when it concerns another person, he said, no, thank God, blessed be the name of Jesus, because no member of mine will suffer this. Amen. And people, useless human being, will start shouting amen. You don't know what is happening to another person, you don't feel it. Because you are heartless. Forget about the religion you are processing. You are heartless. Nigerian Christians are heartless. They are heartless. If they are not, all these things, you see a man, look at the photo of very handsome, vibrant human being. He's a priest. He's a priest. Had it been before his death, if you listen to Radio Biafra, tell him, say, get out that road you are going, don't die for nothing. Please remove that word, do you. Happy are not so Christianity. But our Igbo, but Igbo, please. And don't happy got this thing. Okay, singing no. And Christ say, and Bible say, to do all one. Maybe if there is something like a judgment, Chukwu Abiyama will punish him more. Say you are stupid. You will die for nothing. You will die for nothing. Come on, get out from my face. They burn you into pieces. The same way they will burn others. If you don't rise up. You know, I used to say this. During the ISIS uprising, during Obama regime, in Iraq and Syria, when they formed the Emirate, they started killing the Iraqi and Syrian Christians. Do you understand me? The ISIS started slaughtering, destroying their churches, and I saw one reverend father, Iraqi reverend father, others around, he said he's not going nowhere. He stayed, even till today, I think he's still alive. He said he is not going nowhere. Now, always they are running. You know, Christians, they all they know is run to save your life. Run, complain to international community. Complain now. International community, we are Christians like you. Come and save us. But do you know one thing? Until they took courage and organized themselves into formations, give themselves military trainings, now get guns like the terrorists, they started fighting back. That is when they gain respect. That is even when you see individuals from different countries coming to help them, because they organize themselves. But in Nigeria, nothing. Jesus because they are worshiping Jesus. Giving Jesus thank. It's not me. Oh, it's the people in Castina. Oh, it's a reverend father in Niger State. It's not my portion in Jesus' name. Very heartless set of people. Whatever happens to humanity, to human being, it happens to us. That is why we are Biafrans. Do you understand? Here, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu campaigned vigorously for the release of Excellency. Every of his broadcasts. Because we are human beings. But these people, they will use what happened. These so-called heartless Christians, they will use what happened to another person in order to give thanks to Jesus. That is not me. Oh, thank Jesus, I'm alive. It's not me. Very selfish. All these things is what we are removing in our land. Selfishness. What happens to somebody should be, you should fight. Don't allow it to happen to you. You should fight for it. Reverend Father have been born to. Do you know the agony of somebody dying by being burnt alive? Just imagine the agony. But you are thanking Jesus because it's not you. And you will come to talk rubbish that Radio Biafra is criticizing. Radio Biafra is doing this. You are still heartless till today. There is no need Look at very, very vibrant man that should be alive. People kidnapped. You don't know how many families. How many families are in agony, in terrorist hand today? You don't bring even Nigerian Christians out on the streets. And after you, the same way you don't care for others, one day will happen to you, others will not care for you. When we talk it, people say, also divide our into pieces. Sometimes I say, what do we gain from this? What? We gain only division, destruction, every battle we gain. That is what we inherit. But we are coming. This is where I'm going to stop. We go on few minutes break, so that when I come back, our lines will be open, so that you call and express yourself or give your view about the generality of the issues discussed. Please do not go away. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
That is why we gather the different section leaders of Sangai. It is history that will repeat itself when you come to winning election by the grace of the Almighty Allah. And now we are in democracy, so there is nothing like suspending election. Dr. Abdul Muttalib Muhammad is the leader of the Muslim Leaders Union of the Northern and Southern region. He explained the purpose of holding the conference. Our intention is that we are Muslims and Muslim preachers. That is why we gather the leaders of different sections, leaders of Sangaya, leaders of Zari, and all others in order to sensitize people about this agenda we have in view. That is ensuring that we choose a Muslim and a Muslim, what we call the Muslim ticket. The union we invited are about 75 in number, especially the Izala Union from Kaduna, Izala Union from Jos, Salafia, Kadaria, Tiljaniya, GTI, M1, Form 1, and women in Dawa, together with our Yoruba Muslim brethren that are here, our Igbo Muslim brethren with the union of all Imams of Kanu state. We rally round all the unions so that we can have good platform to pass this message. What we show the leaders is that it is not a matter of we are coming to build road and infrastructure for you or the promise of giving you position. What we are talking about is who will establish the dignity of Islam and also uphold the respect of our religion. This candidate support our religion. For that reason, we are with him. When anyone dishonor our religion, we will tell the people that we are not with him. But the major issue we want to tell people is that a Muslim, no matter where he is better than an infidel. And when you join two Muslims, they will give you the victory that one Muslim cannot give you. This is why we have been sensitizing the people to understand that the Muslim ticket is very serious and it's a jihad to us as leaders. The leader of Izala Union of Kanu region, Sheikh Abdullah Saleh, Pakistan, said this. Well, the discussion first and foremost was on the history of how this candidate has had his hunger of Muslim ticket for long. How he joined the Ribadu party with a Muslim from their own region. And now he joined the party of Abiola and Ghana Kimkibe. And considering how he is bent of being, it is history that will repeat itself when you come to winning.
Give all of you any credit. You are working hard, you are sweating now. We want you to sweat well for this party until you deliver victory. Until Bola Tinubu became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, sir. We will not give you but a slight clap or a soaked slice of bread. We will not give you but a slight clap or a soaked slice of bread.
All knowing, where you know everything, but by then your brains are not working correctly. Then if you drink some more, you become all powerful, where you think you can do everything, you know, though you can hardly stand on one leg. The last state is when you become invisible. This is when you can help yourself to a bathroom on the middle of the road and you think no one is seeing you. It's an illusion of the mind. And the African continent right now is a recovering addict of colonial drunkenness, where sometimes Africans pretend like they are all knowing. So the most educated amongst us are the most stupid amongst us. Because in the midst of their knowledge...
Did you say that?
Yes, the most educated amongst us are the most stupid amongst us. Because they know everything about the other, except about themselves. They know exactly where William Shakespeare was born, where Bismarck lived, the wars of the Bolsheviks. They know they can quote poems and etc. They know everything about photosynthesis and what, but they know nothing about themselves, their own land, their own history, their own resources, and how to convert that knowledge into power, into technologies, into economy. So it's a recovering addiction from education, addiction from religion. Because had we been colonized by the Chinese, right now we would have been Buddhists and worshipping dragons. Those were captured by the Muslims are Muslims. We were captured by the British. We say we are Christian. But point of correction, if we were captured by the Muslims, what would we have been right now? Look at the Boko Haram, look at the Biafra kingdom in Nigeria. Look at Tanzania, look at Kenya, parts of Mozambique, where Islam arrived early. So we understand that religious capturing, religious colonialism comes with a political glove in it. So what type of Africa are we living in? We're living in an Africa that is economically intoxicated with colonial and neo-colonialism and all its facets. We're living in an Africa that is politically constipated with constitutionalism of a barbaric nation. Right now, did you hear the elections in Britain where King Charles is going to become the king? How many people voted? Did you hear the ballot being cast out? So they are there running their monarchs and their kingdoms in order. And they come here and they tell us fair and free elections. When are you going to have your free and fair elections? So they have their monarchical system. Because through the monarch system, you're able to have a custody of culture. Chinua Achebe, the center in Africa, is no longer holding. We're dealing with an Africa that is constipated with colonial medication and medical issues. How to heal, how to treat, etc. And Africans are excluded from that environment. Our own medicines are deemed as barbaric, as African traditional medicine. What's so traditional about African medicine? Is this not British traditional medicine? Which part are they missing here? Both of them are traditional. So you're looking at economic slavery, political slavery, academic slavery, agricultural slavery. Look at your plate of food every evening and you can see how much colonialism is in that plate. Look at your clothes. You can see the amount of colonialism that is in that space. Look at your entertainment. How much have we been colonized? Ultimately, when it comes to culture and spirituality, the Africa we live in right now, it is a nameless body of people who are migrating away from themselves into another culture. and the other culture is not migrating towards us to meet us halfway. The African is losing everything that he is because he thinks the utopia of success is embedded in the colonial message. Listen to me very carefully, young man. A man who abuses another man, a man who abuses a woman, does not have a right of telling that woman how to mourn, how to cry, and how to clean up her wounds. Just get out of my face. Allow me to be around the people that love me and let me recover from myself. But look at the confusion of Africans. The same system that abused us and took land away from us. Here we are right now, busy worshiping and standing around. And these are the same people telling us how to cry. The state of...
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi Jonathan Chinedi from Alu province of Biafra London. Today is the 17th day of January 2023. Today is Obochi Orie. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already. Caller on Signal. What do you call it? WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you, my beloved brother, Mazi Jonathan Chinedi.
There were Mazi.
I remember Mazi Mulemalugo. I'm calling from United Arab Emirates. My good people of Biafra, all over the world, I greet you all, the lover of freedom, especially all of you who fight to make sure that we achieve our beloved nation, Biafra, which is the only hope we have on earth to live as a human being. I say, may Chukwuka continue to keep all of you wherever you are. Mazi Jonathan Chinedi, to be honest with you, I'm very happy to stay alive, hear the truth being said in the midst of black people, that white people use their strategy to destroy the brain of black man in the name of religion and the politics, systematic politics they bring into Africa, especially in that dungeon, in that hell called Nigeria. Mazi Jonathan Chinedi, I'm very, very happy to stay alive, hear the truth be saying in the midst of black people. Because no need to be running around the bush. The truth must be saying, because we don't know the day that death will take us out of this earth. So that those who remain that very time will be remember that the truth about the problem of black people has been saying. And then what is that truth about what white people use to slave black people mentally is Christianity. That weapon called Christianity is the weapon that white people use to slave black people in this modern age. That Christianity is the reason why black people can never reason as a human being. Christianity is full of division, full of hatred, full of selfish. When calamity happens to their neighbor, they will be praising their so-called Jesus. Thank Jesus, so it didn't happen to me. then the next day it will happen to that very person, and another person will say, thank Jesus, so it didn't happen to me. That is the worst life of selfish. That is what this abominable religion that white people bring to us contain. Division, hatred, and the selfish. And then let me tell you, Mazi, Jonathan, Chinedu, and then my good people that is hearing my voice tonight. This is the one of the weapons that is delaying us in this struggle. Let me tell you people the truth. This is one of the weapons that is delaying us. This is one of the weapons. Because the kind of mentality that have entered into the brain or into the skull of our people today by this weapon called Christianity have made our people to be not using like a weapon. And let me tell you, my good people of Biafra, my beloved brother Jonathan Chinedu, if we didn't restore the brain of our people back to be starting to be reasoning like a human being, if we virtually restore Biafra with this kind of mentality, let me tell you people the truth, the bitter truth. We will have a nation that will be worse than that ideological republic that we are running out of it. That we are trying to liberate ourselves. Biafra will be worse than Nigeria if we take this mentality of Christianity and enter into Biafra nation. My people, Christianity is a modern slavery. It's a modern slavery. Nothing concerns Chukwu and the Jesus. Nothing concerns Chukwu and the Jesus. Hear the truth and then save yourself from slavery. Hear the truth and then save yourself from slavery. There is no way we build freedom without the freedom of mental slavery that white people use to slave us with this abominable religion called Christianity that has never bring any good thing to Africa, that has never bring anything to Biafra land. Rather, they are there using people to make money. They are there using your people, promise your people fake hope that is not in existence. Bringing every year to year, there will be still in that business center called church hall, promising your people this year shall be your year, you shall have this, you shall do this, you shall do that. After Satan, you still remain poor and wretched. But you black people, you never ask yourself a question. Why you people are worshiping this rubbish, this audio God you call Jesus, and nothing good that have happened to Africa, nothing good that have happened to Nigeria. Rather, Fulani terrorists are being killing you people on daily basis, and that your so-called Jesus never saved you. If you enter inside the church and they kill you people, but Jesus is no way to be found to save you people. We must tell you people the truth, because we don't know the day that death will take us away. But you remember that we told you people the truth. You black fools are trying to defend what you don't know how it came into. Do you know that our forefathers was fought under gunpoint, under killing, under bloodshed, for them to make sure that they believe in this rubbish? Do you know that? Do you know the case? Just as Fulani terrorists are trying everything possible best to Islamize everybody, if eventually they succeed, You fools will be defending Muhammad, defending Quran, not as Christianity. Christianity is a very big weapon that white people use to destroy Black Africa. And this systematic of this evil government. That is why we are fighting to be free and have a good government will take care of everybody. Mazi Jonathan, may to go Kadem and keep you and keep Wanda Miriam and keep all IPOP media warriors, keep DSM and keep Jeru IPOP and keep our leader. We must do everything possible to restore our people bread back, Mazi Jonathan.
Mazi. Thank you. Thank you very much. What we are doing, we fight for humanity. And that is what we are pushing ourselves, people listening to us, fighting for humanity. You don't need to, segregate. Oh, this one is not among me. It's not. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu showed a very big example. Inside the Kuje prison, he hired lawyers for even Hausa or Fulani suspected Boko Haram that we are there for years. What matters is the injustice. If they are sentenced to prison, no problem, or convicted, no problem. But being there without no lawyer, no pledge, nothing, their parents, you understand the pain, the agony they are passing, and their parents. Our leader fought. What we are fighting is for humanity, not people that feel that as it never happened to me, they go and do sacrifice. That thank God, thank Jesus, it didn't happen to me. It's a very, very heartless behavior. That is what we are against. The character. Caller on signal. Please hold on. Let me pick this call on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Please go on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to plug something and the thing went. Okay, let me pick it. Caller on direct line, please go on. Can you hear me now? Caller, there we go on, please go on.
My name is Victor. I'm calling from Germany. I want to contribute to this topic of today.
Go on, Mazi.
About the killing of Christians in Nigeria. The question I keep asking myself is, where is the red line for the indigenous people of Nigeria? The other time it was Deborah. A few days ago it was the priest in Niger State. And again we heard they captured or kidnapped about 25 worshippers in Katsina. And Christians, they just seem to be going about their business. Some of them are giving maybe giving testimony that it didn't happen to them. And I feel like Christians, they are like dinosaurs who are going to realize that their extinction is already taking place. Because just imagine a mosque is being attacked in the south in Nigeria. Do you know that every Christian worship place will be set ablaze all over Nigeria, and even Christians will come out and say,
Mazi, look at the
Another thing I want to also add is that they say that these
Mazi, can you hear me? Mazi, are you hearing me? Can you hear me? Mazi? Okay, just hold on. Do you hear about these Rohingya Muslims? In Myanmar, in Burma? Do you know that Pope has been at the forefront of campaigning against what is happening to them? Pope. But where is him when all these things take place in Nigeria? We make people to think Not sentimental. We put people to think. Go on, Mazi, go on.
Yeah, Pope has never made any statement. And another thing is that, okay, he said the foreign Jesus of, I don't know where they brought it from, he used to reveal to them before something will happen. Okay, look at the priest. This is not the first time. The priest was in his house. Before these people came to burn down where he was staying, the foreign Jesus didn't reveal to him. In that Owo massacre, they gathered in the church before they came to the Fulani terrorists came to massacre them. The foreign Jesus didn't reveal to them that something was about to happen. You understand? Then this Katsina, you know, the numbers that they are numerous. You understand? I remember in our own African tradition or African belief, our priests, before something will happen, they always see it beforehand, and then they will tell us this is something that is about to happen. This religion that they have forced us, our people into, and that our people are still following blindly, without even having a second thought about it. That foreign God, it doesn't speak to you. You understand? And all these Christians, they are meant to believe that persecution is part of the Christian doctrine, that it is normal for Christians to be persecuted. How many Christians are being persecuted in America? How many Christians are being persecuted in Europe where we live in? You know, it is only in Nigeria that these people are meant to believe that, oh, this thing that is written in this thing, it is a divine cause that you are being persecuted. Even when you die, you go to heaven. Heaven that has never been proven. Nobody has been there. You understand? There's nobody that can verify heaven. You understand? That is what I keep asking. Who on earth has ever been to heaven? If there is anything like heaven, the white people will give it to other races. They will never give it to a black man. Never. I live with these people. I grew up here in Germany. You understand? I live my adulthood here and everything. I've never heard a German mention the name of God or the name of their foreign Jesus. You understand? That is to show to you that these people, what they gave you, they use it to blind those that are accepted in Africa. After I came here, that is the first thing I learned, and then I realized, I can no longer follow this religion that they gave us in Africa. That is when I see. You understand? So, and the what is really killing us is the inability for us to show remorse when something is not happening to us directly. Because all we always do is, we will see maybe 10 people traveling in a bus now. Maybe the bus will have an accident and 9 of them will die. Only one that will survive will go to the church and give testimony. People will be shouting hallelujah. What kind of thing is that? The God that didn't save 9 people, that you people should be questioning that God. Why didn't you save those 9 people? And you are now giving thanks and praise to that God for saving you alone. What type of God is that? You have the power to save 10 people. You didn't save 10 of them. You allowed 9 to the only one save, and then you are giving thanks.
I don't know what happened. Whether
it's 2042.
We must continue. We must continue. Caller on signal, Mazi, thank you for holding on as usual. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi.
There, well, thank you for staying for 17 minutes. As usual.
We have to. This is where we upgrade ourselves. This is where we equipped ourselves. Where we, take the bullets that we used to defend this struggle against our enemies. So we have to wait. We have to wait, Mazi. And I really want to thank you for the good job you are doing. And on our you could for you should popcorn. But Mazi, the thing they enter, believe me, it enter. Why I'm saying this thing is that a child was born after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they took him to Block Rosary. From Block Rosary he entered Mansava. From Mansava till brother in the church, from brother in the church to priest, from priest, even if you don't, it's not a reverend father, you become what can I say, one leader in the church, up to 50 years old. So tell me how his brain will be functioning, you know. But we have to keep on speaking until you know, until they begin to understand what we are saying. I want to use this opportunity to say, as a Chukwu Kabiama continue guide our leader Nnamdi straight them before they come close to him, give him good, most especially make him stronger every day, and release him for us unconditionally, so that all of us together will continue to fight until Biafra will be restored. He said. Mazi Jonathan, you've spoken this evening, and Biafrans all over the world are hearing what you are saying. Mazi, on my own perspective, if you ask me, I will say, yes, we know that killing is not good, and we Biafrans, we don't engage ourselves in killing, because we have something we say in our language, mado, you know, the beauty of life. We cherish life so much. This is why even when they brought this Christianity to us, they use it also to, when they realize that we are this type of people that engaging ourselves in killing ourselves or killing somebody is a very big taboo in our land. So when they saw it now, they have to use this thing they brought to us as a called Christianity, to tell us that when they slap us in this one cheek, we should give the other side to slap more. You understand me? And when the enemy is killing you, please don't touch him. Just pray for him. Pray that God will touch his heart.
Pray for your enemies.
Yes, a man with AK-47, you know, just call Jesus. Jesus will come and take the AK-47 from his hand. AK-47 that was load more than 60 to 70 bullets. Just pray Jesus will come and take the AK-47 in his hand, so that he won't die again. You see, and our people are so...
Mazi, but do you see the hypocrisy? You know, this is what we always, you know, like what I try to remind our people for your information. People that tell us to pray for our enemies, that if they slap us in the right, let us turn the left. If they let us be peaceful, let me tell you, during the time of missionaries, sometimes they used to have problem with our people. Our people can, maybe due to one provocation or the other, they can go and destroy one church during the time of the white people. Instead of these people to practice what they preach by saying, okay, we pray for you, now they will go and bring British military. They will come and ransack the whole village. They don't, that time they don't pray for their enemies, so called. They will go and bring physical military, the colonial military, to come. Look at them. They will go and burn down our villages, and our people will enter into bush. You see the hypocrisy. But when it comes to us, I say, no, pray for their enemies. They made us stupid. Honestly, we are removing that stupidity from our head today. Mazi, go on, please.
So Mazi Jonathan, before God and man, believe me, as I'm still keep on saying that this preaching, we are preaching here in Radio Biafra every day, the thing they enter, because I can now believe that the mindset of our people, most especially the so-called hardcore IPOB, who are really fanatical in this fight of liberation we are in, if you see the way they speak, you know that yes, they have really soaked themselves into this struggle. And Mazi, please, I want to use this opportunity to beg you, maybe one day, or you can make it a 2 days program, to speak about, if you are any coordinator in IPOB in this year 2023, you must endeavor to listen to Radio Biafra, because I can Mazi,
There are many coordinators don't even have time to listen to Radio Biafra. You can't believe, you might doubt me. You might doubt
I'm not
me.
doubting you. You are right. You are right. Many people have outgrown it.
How can you be a coordinator? How can you be a leader and you cannot equip yourself what you have to use to educate the people that are under you? These are the reason why some of these coordinators will come to Radio Biafra want to really defend Jesus. When now they are killing them in Nigeria, the same people cannot even speak. The same Pope who is the leader of the Catholic Church, the Canterbury Bishop, the so-called Nigeria Christian Association. Not all of them are calling Jesus. Mazi, even me that are speaking, I'm a Christian. Let them know say I'm an antichrist. But this wayo of a thing, I'm not engaging myself on it anymore. You cannot tell us that they are killing people, Christians every day, and nobody is saying anything. I saw a picture where military and soldiers, if you see the type of what can I say, the type of police and military that was guiding this the GO peace or economy, even more than a president, people, you begin to wonder. So this man know that Jesus, why not leave this thing, let Jesus guide him and where he's going. The other one escaped death because he has a car of bullet. He said Jesus saved him. Why the other people that have no bulletproof, they die on the process? Why is it that you didn't use the same car that didn't have a bulletproof? Why you didn't use that one? Take over the other one, the one that has no bulletproof, and ask his member to the one that has bulletproof. Why? Who is deceiving who here? Who is? Tell the people the truth. Nigerian pastors, you should tell their congregation. Rise up and defend yourself. Rise up and come out of the street. If you don't do this thing, they will keep on killing you. Mazi, sometimes I feel, God, please allow the children of this so-called GO to see what people are, to pass through this thing, the so-called foolish Nigerian Christians are passing through. Who cannot turn their left and right. Mazi Nnamdi said every week 6 billion is going out. One will go to Yoruba GOs, the other one will go to Canterbury, the other one will go to Italy, Vatican City, where Pope is sitting. And they are killing the people they brought religion to. They are not doing anything about it. Sometimes I ask myself, how can they even do something about it when the people that are killing are not reacting? Just as you said before, that the so-called GOs, when they have a meeting with these people, they will ask them, what can we do? They will say, no, leave everything is all right. As long as Jesus said, you begin to wonder, why are these people so wicked? These people are working hand to hand with the Nigerian government. They work because you cannot tell me that your member will be killed, and you cannot tell the so-called congregation to come out of the streets. You are not asking them to go and kill anybody. Just come out of the streets all over Nigeria. If you're a Christian, come out. If you stay on the streets for 2-3 days, believe me, the whole world will rise up and begin to do something about this killing. But they cannot do it, Mazi. Every day somebody will come here to defend Jesus. The same Jesus you are defending, the people who came to Jesus cannot come and save us. Cannot come and save the same people they are killing. Which kind of Jesus is this one where they think they confuse us? Before they brought this Christianity, what was does it mean we know God? We answer Chinedu Chukuma, everything about our name is God Himself. And somebody who don't know God is coming to teach me about God. Even the Jesus they are calling, is it the real name? I don't know. People, Mazi, you see this thing we are in. We can't stop. If they like, let them go and hang transformer. If they like, let them go and jump to any nearest river on their side. If they are carrying sentiment and emotions, bringing it to what we are doing. Every coordinator in IPOB must kill passion and sympathy in this thing we are doing. If you don't kill this thing, you can't come to Radio Biafra, and you cannot be able to listen to Radio Biafra. That's why you see some of them are running, because they can't withstand the pressure. They can't withstand the pressure that is coming here. Some of them have crossed their hair. They can talk. They can talk. And if you're a coordinator and you're not coming here to equip yourself to wear the shield that you used to take care of your people that are under you, it's a shame to you as a coordinator. This 2023, we can't allow our enemies to come to us and destroy us anymore. As we are fighting them, we'll be watching any coordinator who is not doing the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, we will expose you. It doesn't matter whom you are. If we can deal with the people that are relative to Nnamdi Kanu, then who are you? In this struggle, I am a we don't know, even my own brother, I will disown him if he talk rubbish about Biafra. Because people have died. Even me that I'm speaking, I lost my own brother in this Biafra war. I was a kid. They only just told me his story, and I saw his picture. The breadwinner in our home. Let Nigerian Christians, if they don't want to work up Mazi, see where I was not in there, but maybe I'm going to beg a book to say her, maybe I know him. One of the daughter of the GO, or they kill one of the first son of the GO. Maybe they will realize that they should do something about this killing. Mad people everywhere. Mazi, thank you, Mazi.
We must continue. You know why Biafra is our religion more than anything? If it comes to, let me tell you, you cannot have two masters at a time. Do you understand? There is a call for Biafra service that will come. Now, what about if you are at the GOT, you say, you go meet him, say, Biafra need my physical service, maybe complete, war. You want to enlist, person will say, no, don't go to the war of the world, just be and pray for them. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And that thing will deprive you, say, okay, no. Jesus said, I shouldn't join. Do you see the danger? Do you see why we are shouting always about the Biafra being our religion? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it to be our number one. Anything you believe more than this Biafra, know that it's it cannot work. It cannot serve two masters at a time. So that nothing can prevent you from entering the service of what you are doing fully in any capacity that you are required. Because I've seen some people that their impediment to joining IPOB, they say, due to my okukwem now, we are not allowed to join. I know let the person. You see the danger. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
I can hear you. Good evening.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, I will take you. I forgot to save. Go on. Call on.
Okay.
Just hold on. Just one. Mazi, go on, please. Go on.
My name is Kweme Opish. I'm calling from Annotation. Mazi, thank you for what you are doing for Biafrans worldwide. And I also pray for our leader, Chukwuka be his strength. Mazi, the program that you are doing concern Abidjan. If possible, make it twice a week. so that it will sink more to the brain of our people. Though we are getting the message, but if possible, let it be twice a week so that they can learn more about it. And talking about the Reverend Father that's the Fulani herdsmen burned to ashes in Niger State, in a place called the Paikoro local government, Kafinkoro. I know the man very well because I stayed there almost 7 years.
You see, Mazi, is that man? The man is from where? From Benue State or from where? Do you know?
No, he's from that's Paikoro local, from Niger State, Kafinkoro.
Okay, actually, because of the surname.
Is an indigenous over there. There's a language there called Kuru. Is a Kuru by tribe.
Right.
I know his family member, all of them. Mazi, you remember one attack that's been carried out by the Boko Haram 2009 or so at the Madla church?
Yes, of course.
Yes, the man was shot with, I think, 3 bullets. He came back with 3 bullets that very time. The same man that's just been burned to death a few days ago.
Very sad, honestly. Very sad.
So indeed, when I saw the news on Facebook, I have to call a friend of mine in that Kafinkoro to confirm whether it's true. And he said yes, that was what happened. This is the second attack being carried out by the Fulani herdsmen in that country. One was November last year. This about 2 months ago. Secondly, is this one that just happened recently. So I pity our people who are still there, because a time comes I have to call them, tell them that this is what is happening. This is what you guys say. It will not reach there. It's not reach there, but it's now happening in that town. Okay. Let me give others chance to express their views. Thank you very much. God bless you.
And the worst part of it, the Christians as a people, as a unit, they don't do anything. It will happen again and again and again. I could remember few years back, one reverend priest was slaughtered by Fulani herdsmen in the farm in Enugu, the same Enugu, and the priests they protested. They were protesting, going to Ugwanye, governor's house, Ugwanye. I was thinking that when they read there, they will express their anger. Nah, they were given my microphone to talk, to address the public, to address the government. The governor. They started thanking. I played the clip here. I think 2 years back, either 2020. They started thanking the governor for maintaining security, thanking Mietiala for being in charge of their security in Enugu. There, I loaded them instantly. I say, what is the need? What is happening? Caller on Wada, before I forget again, welcome to the
I'm the one who Mazi, as long as I'm there. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to Mazi Hamadike. Yeah, I'm going to hurry it up. Mazi Hamadike, the leadership from Edozie, more protocols observed to all of us. Mazi, even what you just referenced now has made a way for what I was coming to say. Mazi, I have you, and I have one or two brothers that spoke. My name's Amarian Haider, sorry. My name's Amarian Haider. I'm speaking from United States. Mazi, I have one or two brothers that spoke. They talked about this attitude of our Christian brethren who only invoke that portion of the scripture that said, when you're slapped on one cheek, turn the other cheek. they refused to invoke that one where he said an eye for an eye, which is what our enemies are using against us, which was when it was convenient for the colonial masters, they used that part, an eye for an eye. And when they have finished subduing our people, now they have to use the one that said turn the other cheek. So I understand that, but Mazi, there's another trending psychological thought or mindset that I'm sensing from our people. That one I think is even more deadly. Is this idea or mindset that in America here they call it the elephant in the room? They will see the danger. They won't want to talk about it. They don't want to call it out because they'll be like, if you call it out now, it will stimulate somebody to go and carry the act. Oh, if you call it out now, oh, they will come after us. The point is that these people have made up their mind to eliminate you. Because the last time I checked, nobody provoked them before they started this jihadist war they are carrying out. Nobody provoked them. Nobody has ever provoked them. So this mindset that if you don't speak about it, but these people will boldly come out and speak. You play the clip, Mazi, where two people that are Muslims are telling you the agenda in public domain. Mazi, even Peter Obi cannot even accept that he's a Biafran. Peter Obi, if you ask Peter Obi today, are you a Christian? He will tell you, oh, forget about being Christian, we are all one. He will not answer that question. But the Hausa, the Fulanis, now teaming up with the Yorubas are telling you boldly, this is our own agenda. And we have even involved your own people as our own Igbo Muslim brothers. Nobody has said anything. Why am I making this argument? Because Mazi is not just our people in Biafra land. I started thinking after when this thought came to me. Something happened this morning that made me start thinking this way. Even in America where I am, Mazi, I don't know whether it's because of the trauma our people went through when the colonial masters had that contact with us. You know, all the stress they put to them, subjugated them, dehumanized them. I think that imagine because we have not gone through a process of therapy to remove that PTSD, we are still carrying it, even those our sisters and brothers in America. Let me give you an example, Mazi. During the Obama regime, one young 17-year-old white American went to a church in Virginia, entered there during Sunday school, shot everybody from the pastor to everybody after staying there with them for some minutes. Mazi, when these the families of these people that were slaughtered were asked, you know what? They started singing Amazing Grace with Obama, talking about they have forgiven them. I want to tell you how the black Christians roll and how the white Christians roll, even in America today. It began to dawn to me that it's something that came out of colonization, the mental trauma we've been through. Mazi, I have lived in America here for almost 30, getting to 30 years. Mazi, I have been in American politics. I have played it. I have mingled. I have been to their churches, white church, black church. Mazi, do you know that it's difficult to find a church here where a black man is the priest and you have white people, especially the elderly ones, under it? They will never do it. If that church was existing and there was a white pastor, once the pastor dies or you transfer it to put a black man, all the white people there will leave. These are Christians, so now when you talk about racial profiling in America today, all the white people that are involved in it, whether it's KKK or Proud Boys, anything I'm saying, let people go and check it on the internet. I have lived there, I've mingled with the society deeply. Some of them are called Proud Boys, some are called KKK and all that. All of them see themselves as Christians. That's how they qualify themselves. These are the white Christians. But when it comes to the black Christian, they begin to tell you, slap me, I don't slap. So it's not just even our place. That is why a white, we're talking about, everybody wants to reference about Floyd. That is why it's like white police people are killing the blacks in the broad day street. We live here. And when you go and check the pedigree of that white man, he is a Christian. This is what is happening here. But the black person will be the one to beg. Now, let me conclude by saying this. Now, another thing I would like to bring in this discussion, because this thing, I said, why haven't I thought about this thing? This is what is going on here. talking about how Christian or this religion called Christian can affect anybody in this movement. You have mentioned about when somebody can say, "Oh, God said me not to go and become fight about earthly things." I agree, that's number one. But let me tell you the kicker, Mazi. Again, I was fortunate or opportuned to work as a security guard in this country. I was armed. I was trained to be armed. I had a Virginia arm license to carry arms for 8 years. I was a security guard. Now, Mazi, when I went to my practical train, that is going to the range to shoot, before we went, the person that trained us made the statement, and this is what they do mostly. I don't know about their military, but I know in the security, they say, if you know that your religion is going to prohibit you from killing a criminal, please step away. Because if you're facing with that split-second decision, when you are faced with a criminal, or you're faced with somebody that is coming to eliminate you because you're a target as a police person, as a security guard, and you are armed, you are the first target, because that criminal, that threat wants to eliminate you because you are the one to save everybody. And then you are there shaking because Jesus said you should not kill somebody. They will kill you. So they don't want such a thing. They will tell you, if you know your religion prohibits you from, because we are training you to kill, we are trying to shoot to kill. In America, you do not give anybody warning shot. Go and ask anybody that was even a security guard and was armed. I'm not even talking about the police. I'm not talking about the soldiers. That is where you hear their police always tell you the person was a threat. You have to eliminate that threat. That's your job. There is nothing like warning shot. So this is one of the things. Should war break out today, I can tell you the danger of this kind of mindset. They will tell you that God told them or Jesus told them not to kill. It becomes a problem. That is why anybody that want to be in this religion, you should be, your mantra is IPOB. It doesn't stop you from having another religion, because that will make you to have that mindset that I have come here, whatever it takes, I am going to take it. If not, we have a problem, Mazi. So this idea of people always shouting, give us order. How many people are willing to be, if they give them gun today and they will go and kill, they will tell you they're going to pray. Mazi, I'm going to leave it here. I just wanted to bring this in. Thank you so much.
That's it. You cannot have two masters at a time. It's impossible. I'm winding down towards the end of the program, honestly. Caller on signal, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There we go on, please. This thing is reconnecting. Please. Mazi, are you there? You are reconnecting. Let me take this caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Professor Jonathan.
There, Mazi, welcome to the program. Go on, please.
Thank you for taking my call. Speaking to a brother, Puzenwero the Scavenger. I'm calling from Afridi Sud. Afridi Sud is South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. I greet Biafrans all over the world. IPOB members, I greet you and all radio listeners of Radio Biafra who listen to gospel of truth and where we worship, a citadel of knowledge and prosperity. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, set up to educate us. Professor Jonathan, you know, I'm sure definitely that our M branch must make investigation about these churches, because my mind is telling me that these people, they are in it together and there must be agreement. Because the reason why I'm saying that they signed agreement with the government, everything, they are doing it together. And unless Biafra come, all this, we are just talking to educate ourselves. They are not going to talk, all these religious leaders, all these big pastors, big daddy, they are not going to talk from now till end of the world, because they are in it together. Enough of them, all these big daddy who make mad, you will see the government will come heavily on them to pay tax. That tax they are not paying. That That is what is holding them, that they don't talk the truth. I suspect they tell them, no, as it is like this, don't just talk about us, the government. Don't talk about us. You can make all the money, you can extort money from people, you can rob, you can do anything, but don't talk. And that is why you can see they don't talk anything truth. They don't talk because they are afraid that if they make part of him, they will start paying tax, and that is very bad. That means they don't love us, and that is why we are in a big problem. The religious leaders don't talk about us. The politicians don't want to hear about us. They don't want to say the truth. All of them gang against us. Can you imagine? You talk today about why are they not rising up? Why are they not talking? Why Pope is talking about Rohingya, Ukraine? How can Pope talk when they ask Cardinal Renzi, why is it that the Pope is not talking about the predicament of the Christians in Nigeria? He said, do you know what he replied? He said, Pope don't mingle in local politics. He don't mingle himself in politics. That means, can you see how wicked? Instead of leaving the Pope to come in and talk, he's defending Pope, lying against Pope. And that is what they do. In everything that in Nigeria, anything that enter Nigeria is corrupt. It is very, very corrupt. That there is nothing you can say that is a good thing in Nigeria. That is why we see all these black market professors. They don't know what is. When it comes to the truth, they divulge the truth. They became that is selfish, and that is very, very wicked, because a professor knows that before you say that you're going to make a statement, a professor and a lawyer, you see how they do. How can a lawyer make a political statement? You don't need to make political statement. You are a lawyer. You stand on the truth. You cannot go and make political statement. Political statement is not for you. It's just like a doctor. Any good doctor who tell you came to that doctor, he said, no, you must go and pray. Real doctors don't believe in, they don't really depend on God. They believe in their medicine that they manufacture. They believe in the science. Real scientists don't believe in God, because they even if they believe, they don't pin their hope. They will have to try their own best before. So you cannot come and tell us so many things. You are a professor, you have been here, you come and make a political statement, even you as a lawyer, and you have been with us, you know everything. What is the problem? Why are you talking about somebody that talk a Soludo? They should clap hand for Soludo for just making a statement. Is that why should you talk about that? Because you have already said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu technically is in Kenya. Is Soludo in Kenya? How Soludo where you take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to? You are talking of handing a whole lion to a guinea fowl to take care of. Who is Soludo to take care of our leader, indomitable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience? You want to this dirty person, this acapon, this chameleon, to take care of our own leader, and that is why we want our brother Ejimako. Please, if you just check your weak point, if you have a weak point on making a statement or making a president, leave it. Joffa, you are a member, you are on the group, you are one of the lawyers representing us. Don't degrade us to somebody to put our leader in a condition of putting him in one room. What type of life is this when we have won the war? We have won the war. There is nothing they can do. All this they're running up and down. As long as our leader hold on and stand on his faith, and we the IPOB members and Biafrans stand on by his side, there is nothing they can do. They have to release our leader unconditional. Technically, you said, now why should you talk about leaving our and please? This man Nnamdi Kanu he have cross border business issue. No, he is our leader, a leader of 17 million people. You can see that yes, he's your brother, but as you value him, so do we value him. So do we value him. Don't degrade us to come and talk about our leader sitting in one man's house. One man's house. Tomorrow now you will hear even the one for Ebonyi State, the government, all of them will now be talking, because once you talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's like when you talk about Jesus Christ. He says his name that they use now, all the people who want to make name is the name that they use now. Where we stand is release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, prisoner of conscience, unconditional. Just release him unconditional. He's the one to choose whether he's going to be. By the way, you release Nnamdi Kanu. If you release Nnamdi Kanu, take him to his house. Is Nnamdi Kanu a street kid? Did he stay in the street? This is a king in his own palace. If he chooses to be in his palace, he goes to his palace. He chooses to go to his former place. Don't come here to tell us English. We know this. What unconditional release means. We know what is discharged and acquitted. Thank you, Professor Jonathan, for taking my call. Biafrans, I love you. I feel the blood.
There we Caller on signal, you'll be the last caller. Please make it as brief as possible, because I have another schedule. Please go on.
Jonathan, Scavenger, my brother, you have said it all. Dada Chike does discharged and acquitted before the whole world, our leader. And if you know you are a Biafrans, make sure you study this man. From tomorrow, make sure anywhere you are, they are easy, they are religious leaders. Tell everybody, from tomorrow, let the governors is our leader. As simple as ABC. First Maccabees chapter 1 and First Maccabees chapter 2, from verse 1 to 10. Study it carefully. Let Jonathan study it carefully. Mommy wonder, every Biafra study it. Alexander the Great and the faithfulness of Matthias. Guerrilla warfare. That Alexander the Great in the church, can't land there, change every of our way of life. Today, indeed, will become our pocky. That every Biafra all over the world don't even have. This is the only plot that on this earth. That place you are is not your fatherland. What is our problem, Biafrans? Our leader sacrificed everything, offer, and the whole government made our leader offer, and we are offers. That impostor said that he's orphan and in that Malami that don't even know that we born Abuja down anymore from now. That is that. That is to draw for discharged and acquitted before the whole world. The lawyer, take it up. Joe Biden is number one. No, my respect before your honor. You say my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, the leader of Biafrans. All conditionalities. One powers, United Nations, all see any woman on this earth that just Nnamdi Kanu to protect. Wait, you see this one, any violence for IPOB, you see it gone on our head. And no nation. My name is Okechukwu and I'm from Omowa, Olu province, Biafra land. And they come from Aba province. Biafra land. Nonsense. That's a ticket. Okay, because we can follow the week, but you can't the college, but wow. Chitechi, there we are, Pale. Okay, see, as a solution to Peter, be about Taragwan. Now, how get the Hinu Loha? Biafra, anywhere you are in Biafra land, Lagos, everywhere on this earth. My death here is my death here is just that. Father Mbaka, take note. You say Malami and the job, and that is impostor. Nobody will say we catch them. Impost the president of Nigeria. It cannot happen. Father Mbaka, take note. Pastor Imele, take note. Adeboye, take note. Take note. The Jonathan letter will go for. That the church is a little bit. Maneke, Manori, Manafo, Manampo. Yeah. Oje.
There were.
Oh, Biafrans.
Oh, hey, Biafran. There were. This is where I'm no more taking any call, please. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, is with utmost love. Honestly, the love we have for ourselves, for our people. Because we know that the situation we are in is a bad situation. What the so-called elders put us into is a very, very bad situation. If we continue counting on the so-called elders or political leaders in our land, we will have no future generations. I'm telling you, our land will be another thing altogether in the future. That is why we are doing what we are doing. No matter that some people they come into IPOB for one thing or another, apart from the genuine restoration of Biafra. And why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instituted this radio is for us to be educated, for learning. It's a citadel of learning, so that we start thinking in another way around, so that we will restore a country that will be easy for us to manage, for advancement, for development. Not a place where different ideologies, or what do you call it? Different interests will overshadow our collective interests. No. They use religion to institute a different interest other than our collective interest. Because you cannot tell me that you are fighting for our collective interest, whereby you say you don't even want our culture. That our culture is you cannot go back to our culture. Sometimes when I reason it, I say, God, this is what? Is that how they have damaged our brain? It's so sad. Thank you for listening, dear friends. And from me, Mazi Jonathan, from here, it is simply good evening.